Hey YouTube, so I'm in a video on combat knife throwing. The subject has been alluded to, and there's a survival connotation to a lot of my videos, but I thought I'd just give you a video with my opinion on the topic, and kind of show you where I want my channel to head. Yes, ultimately I do believe that you can use a knife in a combat scenario as a throwing weapon. Legally, I do not believe that you should use this as a weapon unless someone is applying lethal force to you or to someone else. Basically, unless you're in great threat of bodily harm or someone else is, I don't condone using this as a weapon. Okay, because when you use a knife in a fight, it is considered lethal force. With that being said, yes, I do believe it is a weapon. Alright, it's not the most tactical weapon in the world. This isn't my first option. I'll go into the tactical aspect and those arguments in a future video, but for this video I just want to stick to the category in a more broader sense. I mentioned before that yes, I do believe that the throwing knife is a weapon. I've actually caught some slack for this in the knife throwing crowd for reasons of basically that they don't consider it a weapon, right? And they want to post the knife as a tool, that it's, you know, yeah, you could fight with it, but it's mostly a tool. Well, yes, I believe that, you know, the weapon is based off the intent. All right, this is a tool made for fighting. That's how I put it. All right, this is stiletto. There's this is not made to be a workhorse knife. This is for emergencies and fighting. With that being said, I've caught grief in the aspect of, well, you don't want people to see knife throwing as a martial art. Well, the fact of the matter is, you need to turn on the TV. You know, if that's going to be your thought process, you need to kind of look at pop culture. Okay, there's movies. Watch movies like Rambo, or you have The Matrix, or The Magnificent Seven. I could go on and on all day with these movies or TV shows that feature knives being thrown in combat scenarios. It's not as easy in real life, but society is very aware to the fact that, yeah, this could be used as a throwing weapon. Alright, and I do not believe that it's going to hurt the sport at all if, you know, if knife throwing grows as a martial art in addition to it as a sport. I like the sport aspect of it. I'm not condemning the sport. I can compete in the sport. It's great. With that being said, I think it's wrong for people to go on power trips concerning the types of knife you carry and how you intend to use them. Alright, if you're within the law, alright, there's no laws that say you can never throw a knife under a circumstance when lethal force is applied to you. You know, this is a viable option. Right? Like I said, it's last ditch, but it is an option. Okay? I don't mean to ruffle anybody's feathers with this. Alright? I just want to express my opinion. I also want to say that in the future, I want my knife throwing channel to kind of grow toward this aspect, toward a martial arts aspect of it. There's some great videos on the throwing or the recreational side of knife throwing. There are lots of great videos. I can give you links to those in the description if you'd like, or message me, and I can show you some of those videos. But I think I'm going to grow in the area of using the throwing knife as a martial art to defend yourself, and kind of go into that in some more detail, some of the stuff that I haven't been willing to share in past videos. The reason I kind of hesitated with this is not for the sake of offending anybody, but I was kind of, you know, worried that somebody would take what I have, some of the instructions that I give, and use them in a criminal manner. But then you start looking around on YouTube, and there's hundreds of thousands of videos with guys using, you know, giving tactical shooting advice or advice on knife fighting or any number of combative skills that could be, you know, used to hurt somebody or as in a criminal fashion. So the content I'm going to be putting up is nothing entirely new. All right, unless a person is dedicated and is willing to put in the hours of training, then this is not going to be a viable means of self-defense, or for that matter, hurting another person. this combat knife throwing takes a lot of skill, to say the least. I don't believe that most knife throwers, that particularly possess what it takes to actually maybe pull this off in a self-defense scenario. That's another story entirely. So, with that being said, I don't mean to be disrespectful to anybody. Keep the profanity out of the comment section. I'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching.